How often do you hear the word inner critic? You probably don't even realize you have one. I mean, who doesn't have an inner critic? In this video, I will discuss what the inner critic is and show you 8 simple steps to overcome it. The term inner critic was coined by psychologist Albert Ellis in 1962. He described it as a voice inside our heads that tells us what we should or shouldn't do. This voice is very critical and judgmental, and it usually comes similar to our parents. It is believed that this voice is the reason why we fail at achieving goals. He explained that the inner critic keeps us from taking risks and being ourselves. It also makes us feel bad about ourselves when things go wrong. If you want to stop having an inner critic, here are some tips on how to get rid of your negative thoughts. 1. Focus on your strengths. When we focus on our weaknesses, we tend to magnify them. Instead, try focusing on your strengths. You can use these 2 lists to help you find your strengths and build self-esteem. 2. Find the root cause of your emotions. When we feel frustrated with a situation, we might be tempted to blame others for making us feel that way. But if we dig deeper, we will discover that there is something else going on. We need to figure out what caused those feelings. Once we know the source of our emotions, we can then work toward solving the problem. 3. Don't compare yourself to someone else. We all compare ourselves to other people. It's human nature. The problem is that comparing ourselves to others only leads to disappointment. When we look at another person's success, we begin to think that we aren't good enough. We start feeling inferior because we see their achievements. Instead, let go of comparisons and focus on yourself. Remember that everyone has flaws. No one is perfect. So instead of looking at what others have achieved, ask yourself what you can achieve. Please consider subscribing to my channel to enjoy more of these videos. 4. Think positive. Instead of thinking negatively, try to think positively. For example, if you're upset about a relationship, rather than thinking about all the reasons why it failed, think about all the ways in which it could turn out differently. 5. Take responsibility for your actions. No matter what happens, we never really control anyone but ourselves. And since we always take action based on our beliefs, we need to make sure that they align with reality. That means that we need to accept responsibility for our behavior. In order to become more accepting of ourselves, we must first learn to love ourselves. 6. Be kind to yourself. You deserve to be happy. You don't owe anybody anything. And you don't need to apologize for being imperfect. Continue watching to know the last 2 steps, which are also the most effective ways in overcoming inner critic, according to our survey. 7. Learn to forgive yourself. You may not believe that you were responsible for the mistakes you made. However, you still need to forgive yourself. Holding on to resentment towards yourself won't change anything. 8. Surround yourself with supportive people. Having support around you can reduce stress and anxiety. Having friends who encourage you to move forward will give you strength. By following these 8 steps, you will be one step ahead in making sure that you live your life to the fullest and away from the chains of your inner critic. If you enjoy watching, please like, comment, and subscribe.